A prominent issue in America today is the issue of homelessness. Now, I believe that homelessness is a choice, and that's why I think that to prevent homelessness, being without a home, we should arm today's civilians from a very young age, teach them up to the age that you might find a homeless person, be they middle-aged or elderly, with the skills they need to create their own home in the wilderness or in an urban environment out of the things around them. A problem associated with being homeless is being without food. We should teach everybody from a very young age how to gather food on sea or land. Now, what we have here is an organism. To slay this organism and use it for food, its pelt for shelter, or for clothes, we should strike it with a rock. Just grab a rock. Rocks are everywhere. We missed. You might not be good at throwing rocks. It's a very realistic situation. This is a very large rock. Just immense, one would say. Bullseye, right in the noggin. It's dead. We could go fetch it and eat it, but first we'd have to cook it. Any person who is indeed without a home is gonna wanna have a home. So what we're gonna need to teach people that could be homeless, we should teach everybody, because in fact everybody is in danger of becoming homeless one day. Not everything goes as planned. They should have the skills they need to make a home, to create a home out of anything, like sweet Mother Nature. Now, Mother Nature may not always be present, like in an urban environment, but we'll get to that. This is for those that find themselves in a more woodland-friendly environment. Now, I use the term friendly very loosely, as the woodland may not always be friendly, but we'll get to that too. This is an area of great opportunity. I've actually found a hockey stick. It's broken, still functional. Hit stuff with it. You could act as a machete. It's functional. It works. If it looks stupid, but it works, it's not stupid. We'll put this aside as a valuable and priceless tool. What we're gonna do here, we're gonna pick up this beam and use it for something. But first, we're gonna use our invaluable tool to clear away the reeds. Make sure you're not discarding the reeds, only clearing them away, because we're gonna need them for bedding later. So now we've moved it into a position where it can be used as the support for a structure where we would lay sticks across this. We're gonna have to clear away the smaller branches and more of this to create shelter here. Let's not forget our invaluable tool. Alright, now that we've used our invaluable tool to clear out this area, what the homeless person is now going to want to do is scavenge. This is the first time they'll have really scavenged. And this can be traumatic for a lot of new homeless people. To old ones, not so much because they're used to it. But to to search through something that you'd say, oh, I don't want to go in there, to look for something that you're going to use and be very intimate with, it could be devastating. So we're going to go through the basics of scavenging. A homeless person with a well-trained eye is going to say, man, my kids are going to enjoy this one day. When they're homeless too, they're looking at this, I better pick it up. Because it could be my new fridge, it could be my new television, it could be my new couch, it could be a beam for my home. How big or how small, doesn't matter. They're going to need it, they're going to want it, and they're going to snatch it. And to be a competitive homeless person, you got to snatch it before anyone else. Grab it. You might need a homeless friend to help you pick it up. It's very heavy. You wanna hide the fact that you've been there. You wanna oh, that's a bird feather. It's gross. A homeless person should not go near dead animals. You just kind of, yeah. No one was ever here. You couldn't tell. No one was ever there. This right here is a wonderful plank. We're gonna use this. See, it's even got some old nails in it. Now, look at this area right here. Do you see anything a homeless person would want, let alone somebody in a upper class situation that is in danger of ever becoming homeless? No, not really. They would never want to step foot on here. But guess what? As a homeless person, they're gonna have to know how. Oh, this is gross. Look at these leaves. I didn't even like my vegetables, let alone green stuff. This is just an old log. But what? Stop. It's not just an old log. This would be very useful as a seat, a bludgeon, or maybe support for shelter. Now, this is a very fortunate bounty of supplies. Any homeless person would see this and be proud of themselves for their day's hunt. As any old homeless person would do, is put this together, put our home together, and realize our future. And that's about it for what they're going to need to know to create a shelter. Got a prime insulation here. See, you're going to need a door opening and everything. And they're going to know this. And this is why we need this. Is because the homeless people today, most of them had to learn this themselves. And a lot of homeless people probably died trying. So what we're going to need to do is arm them with this kind of knowledge beforehand. These are the skills that our kids and our sisters and brothers and fellow Americans are going to need to survive out here. Look at this. You think an untrained homeless person is going to be able to come up with this kind of housing on the first day? I mean, look at this. Those are holes created by bugs. Bugs know how to do this. Right? Humans don't, and they need this type of guidance. You really don't appreciate what it's like to be a homeless person in the wild until you get sap on your fingers. Like a lot of sap. I'm not going to touch any dirt right now, because that would be the death of me, because I would be dirt fingers for life. Here we have a rotisserie spit fashioned out of sticks. And we just cooked this here fish. Just a stick, an ordinary stick, and another stick. Two ordinary sticks that are forked. So that when placed in the ground, they can have this, the thing put in it, the stick, this nice squirrel. Put this squirrel right on there, light this on fire, and they can open roast a squirrel or a fish. How to filter water. I mean, how many new homeless people do you know that know how to filter water? They don't. Not like this. What they're gonna need to do is get rocks.
these rocks are going to do is they're going to create a perimeter as to which water flows in and it becomes clean. It becomes clean water. Put a rock right here.
Now, as you can see, we've created a stone perimeter in the water where clean water is going to flow in, and dirty water just passes around it, because the dirty water's got stuff like dirt in it and gross fish.